said, let's get to the tier lists, shall we? Super. Okay, so basically, uh, I would start with DPS. Then we do have healers and then tanks. So this will be split it also on YouTube because I want to clip this and so people can search for like this exact information. Basically, what I have done, I was like investigating logs from Aberus, and I was investigating all logs, not only Mythic. I was investigating Mythic, Heroic, and Normal. What I was looking for is basically how I think one should approach picking up a class or specialization they want to concentrate on. Because, I mean, to be honest, the biggest factor to all of this is fun. If you have fun, you will still be able to complete almost all content. Probably not like Mythic Sarkaret, but unless you are carried in the end of the season. But yeah, otherwise, its most important factor is fun. It also may change with time and patches. So this is just current situation because it's already week into Aberus, and yeah, I would like to look into this topic. So basically, what I have done is that I have created Mythic and Newbie Friendly tier lists. Newbie Friendly has only classes that perform like they perform same across all tiers, which is like showing the exact information about that it doesn't matter if like the best player or the worst player is using them, they always perform identically. This means that they should be relatively easy to grasp, and yeah, we will see in the moment. So basically, so let's start. Let's start with the tier list for DPS. We do have all specializations here. So a few things to pick up from this mythic. So this means like if you are a grinder and you like to have like top DPS, this is the thing you should be interested in. How potent are all these specs and what you can bring from them. I mean, there are not too much differences. Notable thing is that affliction is actually like performing worst in most scenarios. So if you do not enjoy it particularly, just do not pick it because it's not that good. The good thing is that the destruction is almost it's at the top of the ladder, so you can just swap specializations. But yeah, basically affliction and survival like were hit quite hard with affliction being like a worst. Also, like all these are in the middle, are like pretty viable, with red being strongest among of all of them. Then there are some classes that like perform like not identically across tiers. So, for example, Outlaw Rogue, I mean, at the high end, it can produce quite a lot of DPS. This can be also affected by buffs and team composition because on the mythic uh, level of play, people understand how exactly they need to compose teams, and it's much more important for them. So yeah, it's also like this is not that good to be able to tell if it is good or not for you because you may not benefit from buffs. For example, enhancement is in the same tier, and enhancement is buffing rogue quite a lot. So it means that you probably want enhancement and subtlety in one group. And yeah, and these are the best with Elemental Shaman being like the strongest currently. It's by the slight margin, it's not like too small, so I still want to mention it, but it's by some margin, but it's currently best at mythic performance. So this is it. So if you are a grinder and you enjoy like pushing a limit, this is your cheat sheet. Basically, just stay away from survival and affliction. Frost is a little bit better. It's almost same as Beastmaster, Fire Mage, Frost Mage, but it's still like struggling quite a lot. I actually did want to play it, but let's see, because I don't like Unholy, which is like overperforming in most cases. But it was actually getting better in the end of season one for Frost, if I'm not mistaken. But as I mentioned, if you enjoy playing it, it's still like it will be probably a strong choice anyway, if you are able to handle it correctly. Okay, and then there is this Newbie Friendly, which I want to mention, which basically is, as you probably notice, this is missing quite a lot of specializations. And why is that? Is because I was looking at how consistent these specializations are across tiers. So basically, you have like worse players at normal difficulties, uh, and and so on and so on. So basically, yeah, and it looks like this. So basically, these are quite consistent classes, and with subtlety being like better, it's the best performing class that is consistent. So across all difficulties, you should be able to deal quite a lot of damage. Uh, I can definitely say that for a newbie, it may be hard to grasp, but it's basically just because of how complex like resource management is for subtlety, because you have like energy and combo points, but it's not that hard actually. And with the correct build and yeah, some training, you should be able to. I mean, I was able last season. I was not playing like Rogue for so long, so if you want to learn it, it's probably a good time to look into Subtlety Rogue and see how it works for you, because basically, yeah, it's quite strong, and it was strong even in season one. And Retribution is another like worth mention class that is kind of strong, and you also have like many immunities, so you can you can get it correct most of the times, even like cheating, not knowing mechanics. So that would be for DPS. So my like suggestion is, if you want something easy, you can go always Fury Warrior. It's much easier. If you want like a bit of challenge about rotation and resource management, subtlety is way to go. If you do not like to care, if you are like afraid of dying too fast, or just sometimes want to cheat a mechanic and not do it, and you can bubble it, just go retribution. Will be like the best choice for you. So with that, I would just grab DPS group with casters are quite strong currently, but melees are just still beginners friendly and performing best across all tiers.